And with that in mind, could you share with us what your own practice looks like, what you make, and or what you're currently making? If you want to share it, if you don't have to share.
Well, advertising work aside, I've been always building a body of photographic work that hasn't got an end to it yet.
Cool.
But I was so pressurized at that gear that I was speaking about earlier of like making and showing and making and showing and making and showing, that now it's just making. The photographic work is just making, building an archive, analyzing it, trying to understand what it is that I'm shooting, because going out and shooting personal work, I don't necessarily have an idea of what it is I'm going out to see or explore or make pictures of. So that practice of personal picture making has taken a stance of going into the process of, cool, I'm going to go out and make pictures for 3 hours, let's say, and just letting the pictures come. Having a conversation with a couple of my photography friends the other day with that that feeling that you have of, oh, there's a picture, but you don't have a camera. And also, oh, there's a picture, it's gone, and you had the camera in your hand. So the thing that we ended up all agreeing on was, when you're going out making pictures, if that voice in your head, that subtle notion, that little feeling of make a picture, just make it, because you can sit with that picture for years if you need to. At least you don't have the regret of hours later being like, I should have taken that picture. Or that's been helpful. So to answer your question on the personal picture making side, is I am changing gear to build an archive and analyze that archive in no particular rush at all. And that's been so relieving, actually, to not have to feel like you need to push a body of work out quickly, and not even fully explore it or understand it, and then it's out. I think there's a lot can be said in something being successful when you're happy to put it out. And then once it's out, it's out. Instead of putting something out quickly, getting feedback and being like, oh, I should have changed that, I should have asked for these opinions before. So just gearing down a notch. And then to the other side of your question of other personal work that I've been on, I have always been a photographic image inclined, but a few years ago was feeling not as curious as I used to be, and not as passionate about the photographic image. I felt like I was just pushing digital pixels around a lot, making pictures, putting them on computer, and I lost the physicality of the photo, the actual printed image. And I wanted to even go further than that. So I was printing images, destroying them, weaving them back together, and that process kind of took a slow trajectory away from just printing images to using my hands more. And now that practice has moved from photographic image into painting and marrying the two together, where I'm printing photographic image, painting on top of them, cutting them up, and weaving them back together with my hands. So the whole response to feeling uncurious and unpassionate about only viewing pictures on a pixeled screen led me to that space where I'm making work now. Is the work ready to show? Is it finished? No. Am I still exploring it? Yes. Have I got loads of work on the burner that I'm ready to churn out when the time is right? Yes. And I'm happy with that for now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so it's like a materiality. The response was to come up with something material and tangible and play with that.